What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to share with you guys Foxbody tip for Foxbody owners, or for anybody that's looking to get a Foxbody. This is going to be a tip for you guys. Before I start, I want to vent a little something. I hate these little things right here. They're all over the car, all over the floor. And it's because of that big ass tree right there. And every time I wash the car, I leave the car outside, and this is what happens. Look at that. It's horrible. It started with the Foxbody tip. So when I bought this car, my reverse lights weren't working. So it was pretty upsetting because when you're reversing out of a parking space, no one knows that you're reversing if your lights are not on. So my lights weren't working, and what I did was what everybody usually does. They check the fuses, and I hope everybody knows where the fuse box is on these cars. But if you guys don't know, let me show you guys real fast. So the first thing I did, I came inside here and I checked the fuse box, which is right there. And let me show you guys which fuse it is. So in my owner's manual, it says for the backup lights, which is right there, is going to be check fuse number 5, blue. So you got to go in the car and check for the fuse, and that's what I did, which is, I think is that one right there, number 5. So you got to replace it with a 15 amp fuse, and I did that on my car, and it wasn't blown. The fuse wasn't blown. It wasn't that. So I also checked my light bulbs back here, because I thought, okay, the fuse is blown, most likely it wasn't the fuse. And I checked the bulbs back here, and the bulbs were in good condition. They weren't burned out or anything like that. So a couple of weeks passed, and I couldn't figure out what the problem was. One day I was working under the car, and I noticed, I guess it was a pigtail wires connected to the transmission, and it looked a little loose. So I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. But the pigtail that connects to the transmission that notifies, I guess, the computer, which sends a signal to the lights to turn on when you put it in reverse, it was loose on my car. And I'm going to show you exactly where that's at. Don't mind the dirty transmission. I have an oil leak. But this is the side, this is the driver's side right here. So I was working under here one day, and I came across, hopefully you guys could see it right there. I'm gonna shine the light on it. Right there, that plug right there. That was loose. And I didn't know what it was at the time. Let me zoom in. That plug right there. It was loose, so I pushed it in, and like I said, at the time I didn't know what it was, so I didn't think anything of it. I walked out, and then one day I looked at the reverse lights and they were on, but that's the pigtail right there that notifies the lights that the transmission is in reverse. So if your lights are not working and you checked everything else that I mentioned earlier in the video, you might have a loose wire or a pigtail that's either corroded or it's cut. But in my application, I guess it was just loose. But my reverse lights work, and it was all because of a, I guess, accident, me working under the car. So if your reverse lights aren't working, first thing for you guys to do is check the fuses. Make sure they're not blown. And then second, make sure your bulbs are working and they're not blown. And the third thing is make sure you check the pigtail, the one that connects to the T5 to the transmission, the one that I showed you earlier. But other than that, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, like. If you guys are new to the channel or you guys are just browsing, make sure you guys browse my other videos. I have like over 50 videos. Basically, they're dedicated to the Foxbody. And that's it, guys. I hope you guys have a good one. Talk to you guys later. Peace.